he is the Scouse Fanny Man.
Get a grip with those vowels, Andrea, quickly.
Oh, no. There's a comedian coming on and I've just said that word. God. The drawbacks of getting married for women can include reduced life expectancy, not really, just feels that way, high blood pressure, as well as having to deal with a man snoring. In contrast, the groom will only have to face possible weight gain and a weaker immune system. So that's even if you actually do manage to get it up the aisle. But when it comes...
The whole kind of sexy thing is the bit that I find very difficult.
Do your best sexy face now. Go on, give us one.
I can't. I just can't.
Go on. Oh, dear.
I just can't do it.
That was more an uncut loaf, please.
I can't do sexy. Show me sexy, Brenda.
No,
show me sexy, please.
Girl.
Brenda can do sexy.
Come on.
She can't top that.
I can't. How do you can't be that. But, you know, I have taken some artistically intimate photos with...
What, when you were pregnant?
No, I wish I had. I don't think cameras were around when I was pregnant. But I did it with a partner of mine, an ex-partner, and it was just because we went to have a photo shoot and we wanted to, you know, I'm madly in love, and it was just nice and romantic. It was all within that romantic. It wasn't sleazy or anything like that. Started with a nice big fur coat, and then the fur coat went, and then, you know...
God.
Well, you know what you say in Scotland, fur coat and no knickers.
I had a cancellation from a friend who I was going to meet, and I felt really tense, and I decided that I needed a massage. So I knew that there was some, you know, dubious massage places in London. So I found one that I thought was fine, and it was good, and it was nice. And I went downstairs and I said, I'd like a you know, deep tissue massage, please. And they said, would you like a gentleman or a lady? And I said, I really don't mind, as long as they can, because, you know, some of them are like tickly, aren't they, like that? So anyway, this gentleman came in, and the music on, very normal. Massage, massage, massage.
Whale music?
Turn you... It wasn't whale music.
No whales?
No, actually, it was a little bit of a soul, a little bit of Marvin Gaye going on.
Oh, let's get it on.
Yeah, let's get it on. So anyway, I had the massage, and then...
Maybe that should have been your first one.
And then turned over, and then had my shoulders done. Anyway, 60-minute massage came to the end, and he said, how was that for you? And I said, it was lovely, thank you so much. I'll definitely come here again. And he said... He stood and he looked mortified with embarrassment, looking at Nana there on the bed. And it was like he'd been forced to say it. And he said, could I interest you in an extra 15 minutes of a more intimate nature? And I was so embarrassed. I just went, no, I'm all right, but thanks for asking.
Probably more West End than East End. It's Brenda Butcher Edwards!
Through you than the Black Hole Tunnel.
Oh, there. Strong start. Right, let's bring out Brenda's East End rival. She's more big mouth than big earrings. It's Colleen Butcher Nolan.
Frank wouldn't fancy you, mutton dressed as lamb.
What sort of songs, when you go back to your clubbing days, if you ever had a day when you
Well, I mean,
enjoyed
I
it?
suppose in my teens, I mean, you had to go out to the disco. I mean, you had to, you were nowhere. So, I mean, the one that I remember is Adamant. Lots of Adamant. This one. It's charming.
Was that the one? Nothing to be scared of. God, it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
What about you, Dens?
Mine, still the real thing. You to me are everything. Can you see me up here? And I always do that thing, like Peter Kay, when you go...
Sweetest song that I can sing, oh, baby.
always running onto the dance floor like that.
To you, I guess I'm just the clock who puts you up each time you're down, oh, baby. Woo! Oh, baby.
Love it. You can't even remember what your song
I keep
is.
trying to gesticulate to the producer who won't see me. I can't remember which one I said.
Song.
Oh, yeah.
That was good, wasn't it?
Come on, Ellie.
In their dungarees.
Right, and this is mine. Here we go.
God, I would never have thought that was you. I did. I loved it. See, I hated this.
God! It has to be darker and a little bit seedier for me to really enjoy
See, that's
it.
what Denise would call do.
It's do. Big box, little box. Do you know, I once did this as a summer job.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah, I did.
She can do it.
Oh, hang on. I don't want to mess up the microphone, but I'm going to put my hood up. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Mystic Andrea.
Yeah. Mystic McLean. Carol.
Oh, what?
One of the hottest opportunities you've had in a long time is losing momentum, but that doesn't mean it's going to come to a complete stop. It would be so nice to be on holiday, so why not go for it?
I'm always on holiday.
Exactly. I'm always right. OK, Brenda. Banish your vague notions and focus your thinking today. Stop pushing what others want and think ahead of your needs. Start paying more attention to what you want to learn.
Oh.
Gloria.
Yes.
Gloomy times lie ahead, and the tension between you and a co-worker may ease today as you suddenly realise you have stronger ties.
Oh.
Yeah, you and Carol do get on.
Oh, we do.
We definitely do.
I'm somebody who has proposed to somebody in the
You
past.
proposed
You
to them.
did.
Yes, I had. It was leap year, and so
Okay.
you know I took that opportunity and proposed, and then they re-proposed properly.
When
Well,
you
not that mine
proposed,
wasn't
were you
properly.
confident, Brenda, of the response?
Yes, I was very confident.
Would you have
yeah.
proposed if it wasn't leap year?
Probably not.
That's
actually.
interesting, isn't it?
Probably not. Now I think about it, but I think
And
that's
was
just,
it wacky? Did you put a ring somewhere?
I think this is romantic in the farmer sense of
Yeah.
the
Yes.
word. The farmer wants a wife, and he wants to
Yeah.
do it via their cow.
And in the context of hopefully that
Go for it. Knock yourself out.
In
Do
the
something
context that
fun and
hopefully they
frivolous.
are farmers.
Yeah.
Because it would be a bit random if you had nothing to do with
Yeah, I wouldn't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's quite cute, so it's farmer cuticle.
That's such a rubbish mum joke. It's brilliant.
All of the most attractive people I know and the most successful people I know are people who are emotionally literate, are gifted in all sorts of ways, and it always emerges from the inside. Sure, although we have to acknowledge there is a truth that, frankly, people who are more attractive do, I think, to some extent, get a little bit of privilege, but only for about 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah, they
And
get
as
their
you-
foot in the door, don't they?
to a
And
little,
that's
to an
about
extent,
it.
I think. But no, this woman clearly has got the intellectual range and, in my judgment, frankly, all of the wisdom of an airline salad. And she is...
I really wondered where you were going with that.
On Monday, we had a flight cancelled out of nowhere, coming back from Berlin, and the airport staff sent us to a separate building where our cases weren't. But they said just go there because they wanted to get rid of us because the Brits were a bit, they were a bit unhappy. So we stood in one queue for an hour and a half, and then they moved us to another queue, and we queued in there for 3 hours at this queue. So the Brits have started standing.
3 hours?
Absolutely, yeah. So, all in all, 5 hours to get our case back. But anyway, a couple before us, just before we were going to get to the end, turned round to us, they were Brits, and they said, do you know, this queue doesn't mean anything. We were like, what do you mean? They said, they've just said, we don't know why you're in this queue. You're not going to get anything from this queue. So Mark went
5 hours to be standing there for no reason.
British. Oh, yeah, and there was loads of us. I hope some of the people are watching that were there because it was so fun. And Mark went, EasyJet! Suitcases! We just want to know where our suitcases are! And I was like, who is he? I was like, Mark, and all the Brits go, suitcases! Suitcases! It's because we were affronted. We had stood in a queue and we were expecting something because that's what happened.
You wanted queue justice.
We wanted queue justice and
But
we
you
weren't...
still just stood there in the queue, and I bet you anything
We did.
Brits walked past and thought, I'm just getting in this
We
queue. I don't know what
did.
it's for.
Yeah.
but I'm just,
Do you know what, Nadia?